everyone, and welcome to the Peddling Prince's Podium. I'm your host, John Nardelli. And tonight I'm at the North Star Inn for the Velo Cape Breton season's opening banquet.
First of all, I'd like to welcome everybody to the banquet, and it's nice to see so many new faces here. We have a little bit of music. I'm going to talk a little bit about our events schedule, invite some people who are in charge of certain events to come up and say a couple of words about their particular activity.
Can Bike is a set of courses that are controlled by the Canadian Cycling Association. It all started in 1984 with a group of people that really wanted to get cycling on a plain level and instruct people how to handle their bikes on the road in the traffic and so on and so forth. We will give an instructor's course in Sydney on June 4th. 3, 4, and 5th. Outside of that, you have Introduction to Cycling Skills. It's a one-day course, like 5 to 6 hours. It's a very person-to-person kind of instructions. Only 5 people maximum per instructor. They will be on the course on the 18th of June, starting at the Clansman Motel. So we'll start at 9 in the morning and 3 out in the afternoon. There will be 7 sessions in Sydney. And they're not that costly, $25 for the whole day, and we take good care of you. The next step is Can Bike 1. Can Bike 1 is a 12-hour course over 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and it starts on the Friday with in-class instructions. And the Can Bike 2 is more in-depth, actually, with everything. And after Can Bike 2, you can go to the instructor's level.
Andre, is there anything you'd like to say about the Bike Week activities?
We're going to have a rodeo for kids in Wentworth Park on the 5th. We're having our normal commuter breakfast. So if you want to come in Sydney between 7 and 9 on Monday or Friday of Bike Week, which is between the 4th and the 12th, on Monday the mayor has agreed to join us. And CBRM is also going to roll out as a media event. This year they're going to place 50 bike racks either on their own properties or with not-for-profits. So we're going to have a media event with the mayor. We're going to do a ride between the Centre for Craft and Design and the Loaves and Fishes, and we're going to have a little reception, which is...
I'm inviting all of you to come on June the 12th to participate in Going the Distance for Diabetes. It's a fun day. We have food, we have music, and we have great cycling. We meet at the Ice Cream Caboose probably around 9 o'clock, 9:15 on that Sunday morning, June the 12th, and you'll have a chance to cycle the Grosse Pointe Road there. You can go up as far as the Morrison's Greenhouse for a 25k ride, return, or if you feel you want to go 50k, you can go up to the fire hall and back. So it's a great day. I want to thank Bill at Framework and Giant for donating a bike, which will be presented to one of the riders that day. So.
There are a couple of events here you might want to sort of keep in mind. There are 2 rides of the Cabot Trail this year. There's the recovery ride. There's another one that's here only because the group who's doing it happens to be doing the Cabot Trail this year. And it's noted as being, I think in early August, it's a charity ride for pediatric care. Some folks here may know Bob White. He is organizing a week-long series of tours at the end of August out of Yarmouth. Join up for that, and you may do so by going to their website, the Nova Scotia Ramblers.
The race that we've been putting on the last couple of years, the Cape Breton Classic, going to have it late in August 27th and 28th. It's going to be a 2-day event this year, 3 stages. If you're not interested in actually racing, one stage of this race is extremely exciting. We're going to add a 3rd stage called a crit or criterium. A crit is basically a rectangle. It's about 1.2 kilometers, and they'll just race around that for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Very fast, very, very exciting racing. That will be Saturday the 27th, probably late in the afternoon. It will be at Harborside Park. The whole course will be closed, so there'll be no traffic on the course. We're also adding a new event earlier in the year. It's for children, basically, probably grades 3, 4, and 5. We're going to do a junior race on that same course. So we're just going to do that as a free race, no charge to any participant. Unfortunately, it's the same day as the diabetes ride, June 12th. But it's mostly elementary school kids, so it's not really a competition with the diabetes ride. Definitely support the diabetes ride first. If you got kids that want to come out to race, then they'll have a good time racing. If not, do the diabetes ride for sure. We're now doing, on a regular basis, anybody that wants their bicycle to fit them properly, we're now doing that as part of our service, by appointment only. If you want your bike to really fit you perfectly, let me know. We can set you up. We have quite a lot of equipment. We can make, if your bike is not working or not fitting you the way you want it to, we can make it work properly, make it fit you.
The Ride of Silence is to pay honor to those who have been injured and killed by motor vehicles while riding their cycles. On May 4th in 2003, Larry Schwartz, who was an endurance rider, was killed when he was struck by a mirror on a school bus. His funeral was held on the 8th of May, and his good friend Chris Phelan came up with the idea of doing a ride to pay tribute to Larry, because he was a well-respected and well-loved man. And on the 11th of May that year, they sent out emails to various friends, who also sent out emails to various friends. And on the 21st, I believe, of May that year, they had the first ever Ride of Silence, which was only going to be a one-time affair. And over 1,000 riders showed up, and they all wanted to do it again the following year. Since that time, it has grown to an international event that's held worldwide. This year, there are over 200 locations registered so far. I'm proud to say that Cape Breton is having the Ride of Silence for the second year. This year, it's going to be held at 6:30 on the 18th of May. We're going to depart the Sydney River Superstore, riding to the Civic Center downtown on the Esplanade, where there'll be a small assembly, and then we're going to pick up another group of riders who may not feel strong enough to do the entire ride. Then we're going to do a little loop through downtown, going back past the Civic Center where the small ride, or the small circle riders will depart, and we will continue on back to the Superstore.
We have the Across the Highlands. Jacques, a couple of words about that event?
This year we are in Waikagama. So at the Waikagama ride we have a 20, a 40 and a 60 kilometers. It's organized at the same time as the Waikagama Summer Festival. So there will be a lot of music, a lot of other events. So we hope people will stay for the weekend. If you're coming for a mountain bike event that across the Highlands, there will be a riding two mountains, the Sky Mountain and the Cameron Mountain on the other side, and we'll be hugging the side of Lake Ainsley. If you're not mountain bikers and you want to do the event with us, participating in the party on the Saturday, you can go and do a road ride. So it's all kinds of possibilities from Waikagama. Camping ground, all kinds of motels that are giving deals for people participating. So you're more than welcome to join, and the more we'll be, the more fun we'll have, of course. It's always like this.
I mentioned the recovery ride earlier. Kent is here. Kent, is there anything that you'd like to say about the ride?
It's a 3-day bicycle drive around the Cabot Trail to raise awareness that childhood sexual abuse can be recovered and to further the education of the childhood sex abuse survivor. So this will be our 8th year, and so far we've raised around $20,000. It's a world-class venue and it's a world-class concept, so both of them join us.
Other things just briefly mentioned. The Heartland Tour is coming through as it has in previous years. There are a number of relaxed rides that Michelin is heading up. There's a special event at the Fortress of Louisbourg that looks interesting, that Michelin also is heading up. We're trying to get something set for Celtic Colours, a ride out of the Highland village in Iona. Shelley, I think, is trying to get a little thing going too around the Bredor Lakes.
The Bredor Lakes is very probably going to be designated as a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve in June, actually. And the Biosphere Reserve Association is going to have a celebration weekend, the 17th and 18th of September. And I would like to get a few people together to do a commemorative ride, if possible. I was thinking from Sydney and down to Verschow, that area, and to Iona, where they're probably going to have the event. Now, they don't have their plans settled yet, so it's tentative. But I think it'd be a lot of fun to do that.
In closing, I just want to say thank you for everyone coming, and thanks to Peter for organizing this great evening. And I hope to see you all out on the road this summer and fall.
Sound of pibroch loud and high, from John of Groves to the Isle of Skye. Let every man their battle cry arise and follow Charlie.
Jimmy used to bring his 12-string guitar to school and at Bredor Elementary, and he would play music with his students, and then at Christmas concert, and then I came along with my guitar, and we kind of have sing songs with, we had religion classes at one time, and we would get together in the gym and we would do music together. And then Jimmy and I started playing with the choir, and then Mr. Dawson came along with his bass, and from there we put a Cape Breton historical review together, which is about a 40-minute program on the history of Cape Breton. From that, we started playing independently from the choir with our keyboard player Gwen Boyce, and formed a group called Chalk Dust.
We play a mixture of country, Celtic, rock, folk, and we usually end with a Christian
set. It started about 4 years. We're probably into it now consistently about 3 years, performing for local charities, churches, senior citizens functions, manners, Kayleys at the school with the children, and functions like this for the Velo Bike Club.
Well, thank you for attending the Velo Cape Breton season opening banquet with me. I'm your host, John Ardelli. This is the Peddling Princess Podium, and I hope to see you all again here next week. Bye for now.